to Crusader Kings 3 Sicily here on the Lord Master channel. But as you can see that the realm of Mari is in chaos. You control click to expand the realm. And then control click again. Oh no, you can do that. Right. Anyways, so yeah, not all of Sicily is fully united just yet. There are a few parts that are still breakaways, especially notably Amalfi, which they also hold Ragusa. Yeah, this area was once the Republic of Ragusa long ago, but I'm sure Venice would probably want that one day. Since Venice is kind of content in creating its own, for the lack of a better term, Yugoslavia, but under Venetian rule. As they are Havate Lombardo, so they do have cultural connections there. The Pirate King, who's blind. But anyways, this is how the situation looks. The only biggest realm that we've seen around is the Persian Empire, which is actually the Empire of the Seljuks, but they call themselves Persian Empire. Yes. In which, keep in mind, they're fellow Sunnis, they're Maturidi. We consider them righteous and they view us as righteous. We're Sunnis. It's just the only thing that separates us between them and us is, well, us, we're more, righteous, and the other, them, they're more pluralist. Even though they're not one of the evolved faiths, which honestly, this would have been a much suitable faith if it were to be introduced here, based on, those multitude of religions around here and such. Because that would have been more amenable. I mean, think about it. When you think about the areas of modern-day Bosnia and Herzegovina, the areas like Upper Bosnia, Ustra, Lower Bosnia, and parts of Zaklimia today, that the Bosnian Muslims or Bosniaks that you think of, that they are largely Sunni, but they are of the Maturidi variety, not Ash'ari. Because, that was, introduced by the Turks. They imported that there. Especially them, since they're largely Maturidi, which is spreading in different parts of that empire, but whereas their stronghold is in Transoxiana and Cerdaia, or in this case, Sogdia in just three. Yeah, the Kingdom of Sogdia, which does include the Khwarezmia. And Muslims did penetrate as far as over there. And it's kind of odd to see the Pandya that are Tamil culture that once lived over there until they were expelled and they decided to live over there. In fact, how long has the Pandya Samarajyam has been like that? Okay. It started, way back in... Okay, that's too far back. The Uraya. Okay, that's Vanna. So where did this Tamil thing start? So it's been Tamil and Shiite since 984 over there, and it was kept that way. They never became Buddhists. Well, yeah, they just never became Buddhist over there. So Shivites are still prominent there. Again, that's the oddest thing. They were kicked out of the land of the Pandya, just now held by the Narani, which is from its founder, her. While meanwhile down there in Sri Lanka, in Lambakana, that is where, you know, the Sri Lankan Sangha is still ongoing over there, under the purification phase. Just a fascinating look at all this. But they're going towards degeneration. So we can't tell what is going on over there. But still, it's a fascinating look to have a look at the other parts of the world that we have not really bothered checking for a good part of this playthrough, as it's been 245 years since it all started. But at least West Francia is getting itself back together. Wow, what the fuck? Brittany making its no presence felt in Britain. The Sami people do have a realm to themselves, and they are doing alright, and they're careful. Once again, Wales is everywhere. Which, matter of fact, they still follow the old Norse culture rather than Norwegian. They still believe in the old ways. Really? The Veda culture, which was the indigenous faith, they're running things. And indeed they are. The indigenous people that lived in Lambakana, Lanka, those natives are the ones that are running the island. Making the Sinhalese the minority. And same for the Tamil, the Sri Lankan Tamils. But however, Yakaism, the native faith of it, is prevalent over there. But remember, yellow is small minority, green is large minority, blue is presence, majority. Amazing. And don't forget the Kuramites of Anatolia, ran by Delamites, and it's aimed that they're going to stay that way, which they imported their culture from there to there. They were Oghuz, Turks, but they became Delamites and brought this Zoroastrian religion westward. Making it the first Zoroastrians, but not true Zoroastrians, in this part of the world, the first time since the days of the Achaemenid Empire. And much more interestingly, one more look at it, Constantinople has fallen to the iconoclasts, which is under the control of Nicaea, run by this vassal here. Byzantium is ran by an Alonman, which are of Arya heritage, East Iranian language, and they're iconoclasts. So clearly Orthodox Christianity has fallen. They have no holy sites to speak of in their control, but they did spread northwards, but iconoclasm is the order of the day. They even try to spread that for the north. Here in the Sawdanid Thaga, I am Sahib at Thaga Sawdan IV. Now, what does that term mean in Arabic? From what I've gathered so far after further research, as this is a mark, not march. That's something I want to correct you people. It's a mark, not march. Also known by that term, al-awasim, which means the defenses, fortifications, or protectress. It was used to be referred to the Muslim side of the frontier zone between the Byzantine Empire and the Umayyad Abbasid Caliphates in Cilicia, northern Syria, and upper Mesopotamia. Although that term, also known as al-thuga, which is cleft or opening. That's what it means. And the rear frontier inner regions of the frontier zone. So it's basically mirrored by the institution of the Crusader and the Egalitarian border guards that Byzantium used. That term was also applied in Andalusia and in Transoxiana, Kingdom of Sofia. Unless I've already said it because, you know, me not remembering stuff, but anyways. Again, at the present situation, they are about to lose the Liberty War because the current Crown Authority is high. So there's a reason why I cannot wage war against other vassals. That's why we don't do conquests anymore. So that's why we want to have that lowered. Alright, hell, I'd increase it too. But I believe that may cause issues in the long run. But it does give me vassal tax and levy contribution, so, you know, why not increase it? Every little bit helps. And we'll not get absolute crown authority till 20 years. Which, I won't be around for 20 years. Perhaps my successor will. And speaking of successors, as some of you people are concerned about, the one thing that I'll say here is, why haven't you disinherited your blind son? Are you crazy? Are you actually going to play as him? I'll say, hold on. Look, I will disinherit him, but it's going to be a few step process. First, since now that we know that the Liberty War is about to be won by the rebels, thus lowering crown authority, giving me allowance to start a war against Salerno, so I can retake this entire duchy and spread our culture and faith over there. Especially Salerno, the jewel of southern Italy. Once I have Salerno for myself, knowing that it's going to go over the domain limit, I will make the intentions that I tend. That I will give some land away. Like at least about 3 counties. Particularly areas that I care little about. And have some of this to myself. But uniquely, inside the realm, before I start recording, I noticed that they've created a Prince Bishopric inside of Salerno. In Potenza. That area used to be a temple. It used to be a castle holding, but now it's a temple holding. It's got a brewing house, town pens, resident collectors, and a chapel. Still home to an Arab-Berber stronghold with a small Muslim minority, but Siculo-Arabic large minority over there. Because we never finished that process long ago. And Potenza has been a Prince Bishopric for about a few decades now. Since 1085. And since, you know, I'm a Muslim clan, I can hold it a temple holding, even if it's formally a Prince Bishopric, which would make it pretty interesting. Unless we create a... No. There's no such thing as theocratic vassals in Muslim faith. They're still clan, regardless. But you get the idea. So for now, we lie and wait. Well, actually, I want to do a little bit of inspection. Just to pass the time. There's only 2 areas that's worth inspecting. I could travel to there, but they recommend these 2 areas. Because border fellow vassal county, the other border county. Since we're all about frontiers these days. But however, I have a different intent. Let's have a survey intent. See what learnings we could bring for the local bureaucracy back home. Chance to gain additional bonuses for their capital. Because I want to improve Toronto more of its development. We'll have some significant funding along with that. Whatever danger that may be out there, we'll have it dealt with. So I'll be on my way. It's only a 12 days travel. And at the same time, in about 18 months, Apulia will be Siculo-Arabic, and then we're going to set out to get rid of those minorities here. What's this? Siculo-Arabic Ashari populists. Aha. We can never join this type of faction. Meanwhile, as I arrive in Apulia, I'm brought to the study. A group of servants attend to all my needs and fuss around me for a while, so I ask him to leave. I'm meant to focus the task at hand if they keep running around alone. You know, they'll never accept as such because we're the same level. So, I want to ensure the people here why I'm their, remember why I'm their liege. Let's not waste any more time. Get back here. Signs of a good harvest. As I travel through the streets of Apulia, I find myself facing a woman being threatened by some sort of ruffian in the middle of the day. She screams for help, and she looks at me and my guards. Some mercenaries in the city have been turning to banditry, trying to sustain themselves as like, but I had no idea it's gotten this bad. Do I want to step in and help this poor woman? Well, my prowess ain't what it used to be. So, I have the garrison to run them out of the city. 95% chance to assemble the local garrison to get rid of the bandits, giving them prestige, success chance increases, and safe streets. Because I'm brave and diligent. Development growth in Toronto increases by 5. That's part of the survey intent. Tax evasion. Popular among the locals. Success chance increases a bit. As part of my efforts to improve our standing with the people of Apulia, I set aside a day to travel through the city and meet with the locals. Though they have some reservations at first, we see a group of locals who want to come over and tell us about their problems. If I have the opportunity, I will talk about the local levies and garrison. 31% chance to... Remember, this doesn't apply to the land of Apulia proper. With the development growth, it's going to go to the capital. 65% chance to increase just slight. 3 decrease. It was an increase. Yes, it is. Big time. Good. Despite the many problems and issues I faced in Apulia, feel like I'm starting to get a good understanding of how to get my way around here. The landholders, the local guilds, are all starting to accept my way of doing things. Now I just need to stake out a path for the future of this county and find the right people to lead it there. That is the last of my challenges here. Success chance increases big time. And a local festival. Alright. Not a local festival. Bit of a success chance increase. My son, Hussein. He is shrewd. Alright. There is hope for this boy after all. We do not know if he's got quick or intelligent and unlikely a genius, but shrewd is good. It's the opposite of dull. Decrease. We've seen a significant rise in popularity among the locals in Apulia, to the point that some apparently use "be like Sawdan" as an idiom. It was only a matter of time before they learned to appreciate their betters. Hopefully they will remember this the next time some pointless little issue comes up. As planned. So, oh wow, we get an army of 600 men for free in Apulia. Oh, because I picked that option. Or it's just a good reward. So for the next 15 years in the Liwa of Apulia, levy size up. This is the county of legitimacy and more development growth for Tarant, because it's our capital and it would be only right to develop it a bit more. Way to go. 600 free levies. Local militia. They're just levies. No men at arms. I can only declare war for Silver Frontier. We don't do conquests, but however, when we get back, we're gonna need to get a claim from them. So I was thinking about going on a Hajj, but I think we should begin the preparations of a war. Since your legitimacy is so damn high, see to if you can get us some money. Because we'll be spending it pretty soon. 78? Eh. Right. Valuable medicinal berries. Well, I'll be damned. Ever since we took Enrichment, there's some good medicine. That would most certainly help me with the disease resistance. I didn't know that. It also depends on how long the modifier will last. Honestly, this might be a one-time only, so yeah. Let's go get it. Just learned that just now. I've set my servants to purchase some of the renowned berries of the and can use these medicinal berries for a variety of purposes. And I can drink various herbal teas made using these berries as a health tonic. Now, how many berries do I ask my servants to buy again? Oh, give me. And how long is this going to be around? How many years? 2. Okay, for 9 years. So that's medium health boost. Alright, large amount to last me a very long while. I feel fine still. I mean, I have been fine, but now I'm feeling more fine. Wow, I didn't know they were there the whole time. Spent a bit of fortune with that. So again, as we have preparations for a plan against war of Salerno, since they do have similar strength to our liege, it would be most wise to do a few things. One, Invite a few more fighting men. And 2, recruit some soldiers from Sicily. We do have a couple of Arab-Berber soldiers, so let's mix it up with the Greeks for once, since I've had a pretty good relationship with them as due to this path as a Syrian princeps. But bearing in mind, ladies and gentlemen, there is a 40% chance that a Greek Sicilian strong will appear somewhere in the county that I own here. May gain anywhere from 200 to 1,000, including one man-arms regiment of Cataphractory, which is a heavy cavalry that is a must-have. Go get them. I've sent word to the Greek communities, both living those within my realm and those living in foreign lands, that I'm recruiting Greek soldiers in my army. While denigrated as deceitful traitors by their enemies, they consider themselves as heirs of the mighty Romans. Whether they are fresh, eager recruits or experienced veterans, their numbers and talents will surely bolster my military strength. Sicily has long existed as a frontier between different worlds, so the presence of soldiers from all corners of the world is hardly unheard of. In a region like this, there's always opportunity for military adventurers willing to embrace new challenges and new cultures. We serve the realm well. How much did we get? Look for Senate host of Cataphractor. Okay, this is the one. 600. 100 light footmen, 50 bowmen, 50 cavalry. And we got more. It's 150. 150. Okay, 100 bowmen, 150, 100 cavalry. Or discounting levies. So we got a lot more. So 1,050 total. And it seems the Cataphracts are better than the this Norman heavy cavalry here. But I still want some in my army. I'm gonna invite these Norman settlers over here. Get me mercenaries. I come into contact with a band of Normans adventurers led by a man named Gerald, who expressed interest in serving me. Gerald agreed to provide something in return to allow his band to move my territories. The valor of the Norman soldiers and their abilities in war are known in many lands. Gerald commands many honorable knights, people more loyal than the average cutthroat hirelings. If they were to find the right liege from now on, these knights will serve me and strike fear to my enemies' hearts. Last act, I could ask him to train my soldiers to provide long-term military and political aid. He'll assist us further. 100% chance that we'll get this modifier anywhere from 5 to 20 years. 250. Damn, that's expensive. We negotiated a favorable agreement to both sides. I discussed with Earl whether he and his men could provide further long-term assistance. The military valor and political savvy of the people of Normandy is well known. After all, they have spread throughout many realms. Earl assures me thinkfully that he and his adventurers can provide me long-term political and military support. He's already given me ideas on how to improve the realm's defenses, drill my troops, perform better in battle, and increase my political authority. After all in all, these are concrete, useful steps to help me maintain my power. Having God's span around has turned out to be just a good thing. So we got long-term Norman assistance for 15 years. Giving us knight effectiveness up, vassal tax contribution goes up, fort level up, levy reinforcement rate up, and control growth up. They are skilled as advisors and officials in addition to the military and all that. So now we'll raise a few more money, then we'll consider the war against Salerno sooner rather than later. Not spawned here, so that's good. And that's something I should also raise my money on for a few months. I got to go negotiate with the we got a bargain with these Latins or Arab-Berbers. Maybe these lands could be reasonable. Which honestly, let me count the number of strongholds that are present. 1. 1 for Latin. 1 for Arab-Berber. 2 for Latin. 3 for Latin. 2 for Arab-Berber. Yeah, the Latins are the majority here. So, we gotta go negotiate with them pretty soon. Don't want to rush. But here's the thing. Since we're under the Borderlands phase, you know, there's that buy-claim interaction. You don't have to fabricate a claim. Just buy it. Use your piety, but you got plenty of that. You can get in any way you want. But I want the whole of Salerno. And hell, give me all of it. Which, matter of fact, hold on. Do I have the cultural tradition that allows to press several claims single wall? Yes, you do. I did say I want the whole damn thing. Get it. All that piety that you saved up for years of living. All of it. I didn't know you can buy claims multitude of times. I thought you can only do it when there's a cooldown, but apparently not. Hey, wait a minute. No, they're for keeps. I was wondering why isn't it popped up again. But no, keep going. It's just they're selectable. You just can't buy it because it's already been claimed. Yeah, sorry, that threw me off a little. Keep going. That's how we'll conquer without having to yeah. When we go down there, there's a land stronghold there. Arab-Berber stronghold there, and Arab-Berber stronghold over there. So, in a way, how much prestige would that cost to get all claims? Only 43. High legitimacy, struggle phase, claimed titles despite this. Because of the struggle phases, they allow something like this. Very good. I mean, I wish I could say the same about all these areas under Napoli. Because I too would want, you know, Calabria, because that used to be Siculo-Arabic territory, which there's a large minority of that. Small minority over there. Large. Small. Although to be fair, the further south you go, Siculo-Arabic culture never penetrated this far as that. But Islam did. And then there's the Shia, where there is a Siculo-Arabic right there. It's a bit of a mixed bag. And you know, I do have the stewardship to support this. Oh, that recently gained because I got this. I guess we could start working on the Latin path to go that way. Be sure that the next time that you manage the frontier in 2 years' time, do something that appeals to the Latins. Seems contradictory, but let us wait a few months. Then we'll negotiate with him. It's going to be another year until Apulia is fully Siculo-Arabic. Head over here. We got a few men that are going to be coming over that will recruit them. As we're in the preparation phase for the war for Salerno. Nearly 8,000 strong. As I patiently wait fetching my clothes as servants does. My lord, no one can find your garments. I'm surrounded by incompetents and let us storm in from my chamber. It's in my son Hussein's room. I discovered not only my raiments but also the boy's weapons. I had no part in it, my liege. He dressed himself, and that responds to a giggle. I'll just say, the little scoundrel. I want you to save up at least 250 gold. That's why I said give it a couple months, then I'll go bargain with the Latin strongholds, since they're the majority of those said strongholds in our realm. Hold on. A guild of stonemasons established itself in the leva of Conversano. I have a dedicated craftsman on my personal service could help the region flourish. I'll strike a deal with the chief mason, so 54% chance I may get a great deal that I don't have to spend money. Oh yeah. 45% chance of a fair deal, which I have to spend. Or have an unfortunate deal, which is a 0% chance of that happening. But regardless, we have cooperative stonemasons. And it looks like we got it. No? Yes? Maybe? Let's see. Conversano, check that. Later, the mason seemed reluctant to strike any kind of deal on behalf of the guild, so I pointed out exactly how much it would benefit us both. I didn't have to. The acts of violence, alright, didn't have to spend it. The next 20 years. There is room for a building in Conversano, but I care about Salerno now. My eyes will be for Salerno. I was watching a play of a traveling troupe was performing. Though it was short and simple love story without much drama or conflict. The characters were likable and realistic motivations and desires, despite its simplicity and lack of tension. Many in the audience loved the story. Those plebeians, it's just some banal fluff. My sister just died. Sultana Aminat of the Arab-Berber. Yikes. Alessandro is the stupid one. Stupid but brave. Remember, with lowered crown authority now, we can declare war against them. Pay homage, petition. I cannot wait to spread this Crusader culture over there more again. So we can have urbanization for us all. Sarah's back to being Sicilian again. We want to ensure that the Siculo-Arabic frontier will come back. Let's bargain with the stronghold. Talk to the Latins. The demand's randomized, but based on my old skills, should be lowered. Whatever they may offer when we negotiate with them. Alright, my attempts to reach out to the Latin strongholds in my realm negotiations borne fruit. A prominent leader from amongst them, a certain Ashari Longobardo man by the name of Arduin was sent as their representative. Following the initial round of negotiations, Arduin proposed that I pay his people 98 in gold, or an equivalent amount in goods. In exchange, I will not conduct any raids nor harass the inhabitants of the region where their strongholds currently reside for a number of years. Taken the wrong way, that sounds awful like tribute payment. But on the other hand, it could also benefit both parties long run. Well, I say, I accept, but you must give me more. 100% chance of negotiating succeeding and be given additional concessions, which could be random at anything. Whatever benefits may be. So let's ask him. After Odin gave me his initial offer, my side then proposed further concessions for their side. After all, the original agreement was somewhat flimsy. I need more, I told Odin, to assure myself his people's good intentions. He thought of it over and eventually said that he and his other latest strongholds could discuss ways to help facilitate trade and commerce in the region. After all, they have a network that extends beyond the regions they reside in, and can provide protection to trade routes passing through the strongholds. It's not a bad idea. Their connection could prove useful, and their foreign ties and willingness to watch over my roads would let commerce prosper. So the development grows and control growth up. Oh yeah. Ghost concludes. So we got that again. And we'll be in full control, therefore we'll have a full number of taxes and levies here. Arts and sciences, which is something I'm into intensely, so we should be sure to get a Latin scholar if they come around when we do these. Remember, you are an involved culture and I want you out of there. That's why I tend to push claims on all of it. All in. You're in the army now. Some of the fairies are not good, that's why we wanted to get more. Taranta. There you go, 50. As much as I would like to build up these buildings more, but I kind of don't want to. Reconquest of Salerno shall be the full focus. But for now, wait until this is finished. Then we're going to expel the minorities of them out of here. Catholics and Sicilians must go, despite the fact that we view the Sicilians as a brotherly people due to such high cultural acceptance between us. And once I have Salerno, oh, the bear claws. Fix that armor. You know, give me an antiquary. Yeah. This is just I think it'll last a little bit longer, but also, that prized axe. What if I were to reforge it into a pedestal item? I was hoping it would give me the Knight effectiveness and heavy infantry toughness, but that does not appear to be. Not the case. Be sure to have that around, in case if you're feeling unhealthy. Alright. League's war ends. Lost his war against Malta. They've taken control. Way to go, my son. You are a pirate. So money is to be saved for wartime. I'm building a war chest. That's what I'm looking for. And we'll have even more of a war chest when we expel those minorities out of my realm. Before we begin our advance towards Salerno. We'll be coming home. True home. Because long ago, my, the map maker calls him. It was my great-great-grandfather Stephanos who once ruled Salerno there. What did these taxpayers think of me? Want their opinion on all these taxpayers. Honestly, who gives a damn? Collect those taxes. I don't think well of them. We're building a war chest here. And subsequently, I'll be giving away some of these lands once I take Salerno. As it will be the new realm capital. For our frontier. For our Siculo-Arabic Sunni frontier. Aznata, huh? Yes, man. He was escorting prisoners, but now you're here. Move rally point. Put him here. Because we want to be at him. So think of the 4 levels. 4, 3, 6, 6, 2, 5. Although you also have to occupy these, so that's for level 4 and for level 2. So ideally, go from there to there to there. Arabic large minority. Oh, son of a beeswax. I thought it was it, but I guess I wasn't paying attention. But it would take another 3 years. Oh, I don't have time for this. Let's do it. You can only expel them once every 10 years. Yeah, this is a controversial decision I'll be doing here, but as the Siculo-Arab Sahibat Faga, I rule over many different subjects, some more problematic than others. While one can always hope for a peaceful coexistence, it may be easy to simply expel them from the realm. And to have it leave some property behind? Naturally, the Hazard Daga would be responsible for cleaning up the mess. I have pampered the Sicilian for too long. So, the cultural excess between us decreases big time, but it will give me a huge amount of gold because a lot of them live here. And this will definitely cause an economic development downturn, but it does increase control growth. But it does not seem to affect popular opinion. And all Sicilian characters will lose their opinion towards me. So, get them out of here. We'll do the same for the Catholics too. Actually, no. You can only do either cultural or religious, but cultural is more important because, remember, in the first place, the reason why I did this is because of fascination progress, more than anything else. Religion's only secondary. It's more of a convenient scapegoat to get them out. But we got the desired. Okay. So now for the next 10 years, well, Yeah, this will definitely hurt the economy and the development growth here. But, however, my aim is to get to Salerno. We have the money for it in case if we hire mercenaries or even a holy order or two. All claims will be pressed, all the lands will be mine, while some will be given away. He has no allies. He's a lunatic and a poet. Whatever crap he comes up with his mind. He doesn't think of it highly. But my nephew, he could say whatever he wants about me. We're both from the same house, and we have an alliance between us. So there'll be no factionalism. That's the reason why we will use this opportunity to expand our frontier region to Salerno. And Salerno will be the new realm capital. And the place of a rebirth of the Siculo-Arabic Renaissance to be taking place there. Let's do it. I'll lead, despite the fact that I'm not a good fighter anymore. But just in case, where is it? Personal champion. Sarona, a Croat, and Master of the Hunt. She could take my place in some duels in case I get myself involved in the battlefield duel. Well, actually, no. You get the idea. Remember, the best targets to take are these areas. These have weaker fortifications. This northern half here. Knights Hospitaller. Oh yeah? We have very large numbers. But if you need a holy order, there's two of them. Warriors of the Hadaf, which is full of Cataraphrax, or the Mujahideen of Chumistico, which is more Cataraphrax. Commanded by me. Available. Well, actually, these guys are already hired. I think I caught a saw them earlier. That's for just in case. For times like these. Lubos Bekovsky. Slovensky. And Bartosz Zabrowski. Polish. Slavic commanders. Well, I'm practically at their level. But we shall see. We have the numbers. But if they want to find our backyard, good luck. Of course, we didn't have time to replace the old siege weapons with the ones of the age, but we'll have to do that when we're at peace. Abdarrahman. Probably the name. We'll be taking these areas very quickly. Because look at these factors. They didn't even know what hit them. That's alright. I exit my tent. The siege camp sprawls up before me. A patchwork tent city straddling the rise overlooking the Rashaf of Tricarico. Flags and standards float in the fading light. The smell of tar and Nidsfoot hangs in the air. A low return approach horns into siege there. Get on my bodyguard to the edge. The Herrschaft of Tricarico stands upon a slaughter pen. In the fields between, the dead and dying lie scattered. Bandits of bugs and vultures. Scourged bodies hang from the charred branches. A punishment, no doubt, for some misdeed during the siege. Outside of the few standing ones and barns, heaps of short wool and ransacked grain stacks attract swarms of vultures. Spare it, because this is going to be our land, under our control. At the siege of Hershaf, Tricarico comes to an end. I sit upon the events that occurred as I commanded this siege of strategic decisions. Were the defenses too weak? Were my men or weapons too strong? Either way, it certainly feels like something was off. My liege, a lot of our fortified holdings still use some of the same technology, against the marshal, before noticing my look return. I look around the room and make myself clear. Until technological developments allow us to improve our ports more, we must invest in better infrastructure, because I got plans for Salerno. Sure, a bit more expensive, but we can do. Spend more on castle infrastructure to make things more efficient. Alright, move up. This has a weaker fort level, despite their past negotiations with the Arabic strongholds. But it will not be enough, because we're going to get this down in 23 days. We'll engage the enemy over there once we take this place. Exit my tent, cramp sprawls up before me. Confusing mass of whitewashed tents, horse fair, makeshift markets erected by locals, packed animals, stands and tents. Flags flap and flutter all along the horizons, and I have various interval spires by. It smells of smoke and sweat and horse dung. My lower lieutenant approaches and informs me that the siege has ended. Again, my bodyguard to the edge of camp. The Debutantes of Potenza stands before me. A shrouded graveyard. Empty supply carts lay gutted and burning fire everywhere. Smoke rises from the flaming houses. Grieving widows languish in the blackened forms. Spare it, because this will be our land. And imprison everyone you save, because you may never know that any one of these people could have the skills that may be of use. Get them all. They're heading to Trento. Stop them. Professional workforce. Less time for construction. Alright, let's see how goes it. Slow down here. Advantage us. Big time. After a brief engagement with a warrior in the opposing army, it's clear that the two of us are a more proficient fighter. At this old age and me being gouty. After locking weapons, I managed to slash across his face, cut deeply across one of his eye sockets. Blood rushes him. The soldier falls to the ground, terrified, before scrambling around to desperately pick up his weapon. Before he could do anything, I stamped my axe into the back of his hand, pinning his arm onto the dirt beneath our feet. Enough! I yield, cries the soldier as I take a few steps forwards, pull the sword from his hand. Ah, Craven. I'll say fly, you fool. Because he's Craven. He's not as good a fighter, but I'll allow no escape. 90% chance of my merciful axe will be Sherry, or 10% chance I may pick up compassion. I allow no escape. You'll all serve under me one day. All gone. Captured Lubos. That was their great commander. $71. To Salerno. Head to the hut shop of Bucchino. It's got a decent fort level, but we've realized that the combination of sappers, the siege weapons, the Palestine, which I'll have it expanded one day. And Sappos, as I mentioned before, brings it down with ease. So we'll take these two forts now. The Forest Fort, the Hill Fort, and then Salerno. One step at a time. Eggs in my tent, siege cast plausible. A confusing mass of whitewashed tents, horsepower, makeshift markets erected by locals, pack animals stand in tents. Flags hang limply in the rain fog there, with now and then by wind. The work is endless. There are a morass of mud and bodies. There is found mustered beneath the canopy of tarps that cover the tents. The sweet scent of horses, sweat, and leather intermingled with the mixtures of blood and dried shit that kick our boots and clothes. I'm only Lieutenant of Forces points the siege is ended. I got everybody got to the extra count. Take a drink. The hut shop of volcano stands for me. A blackened, crumbling shell. In the fields between, empty carts and furniture frames smolder. Surrounded by bones of horses and shattered swords. Unburied bodies in a heap in a gruesome mass grave. Roll upon roll of arrow-pierced shields mark the outlines of hasty ramparts. Green widows hunger on their doorstep, mounts of blackened bodies. Spare it. You're coming with me. Finally, a messenger rushes to my tent informing me that the white drapes have tumbled over the walls of the house shaft of volcano. As the gates to the holding swing open, the church bells ring out singling surrender, followed by the appearance of the Harry Notka on horseback with a few of his guardsmen. I know what I'm baiting, he says after dismounting themselves at the end of the hall. I only ask you to spare my people. So we'll have him imprisoned. He'll be ransomed when that time comes. Now advance towards the Hashaft of Compatibility, the newest fort, which has never had time to build its defenses. Escape from prison. Attempted in Nazarenza. You will not come to this, but I'd love to know what I must rescind your appointment as Marshal of Mali, effective immediately. How dare he? Like that means anything. When I take Salerno, he's going to rethink about me, putting me back on the council. I'm a powerful vassal. You, give me your money. You're the Baron. Today, a messenger from a nearby realm came to me, presenting an honorable invitation to participate in a major tournament that will have attended a significant part of the nobility of several realms at their respective expensive entourage. Hidden knowledge is supposed to be a spectacle for the generation, so I'm willing to finance my courtiers' expenses and pay a small fee for entry. I may well win a prize, if my prowess and luck are up to it. Oh dear. You know, I'm not as good as I used to be. There is a significant last sentence in the mission that's to entice the reader to accept the challenge. Otherwise, one will possibly hear rumors of his own cowardice or poverty. I could not hide my irritation upon reading it, as if I was diplomatically cornered. My prowess will be tested, as well as my luck. It'd be good if I'm either gallant or brave. Not so good if you're craven. In the end, one can always strike lucky, as well as playable. So, my little prowess and my bravery. If I refuse, oof. Go ahead. Oh dear. Fortunately, we don't have to besiege Salerno itself. A sordid, festering mire of human waste, smoke of rotting animal carcasses and human bodies. Fierce flags bearing Helvetic birds are spread across the barren crags. Diggers hunch over campfires. tossing on wood or brushing sheepskins clean. My lower retainer approaches and avoids the siege. And I'm about to go to the her shaft that Compatibility stands for me. A decayed shell of its former self. Empty supply carts lay gutted and burning everywhere. Bodies of the dead and dying fill the town. A sprawling mass of candle-blackening flesh lying in dark pools. Shocked survivors stumble through the streets searching for loved ones and far edges of the battle. Blood, the stench of burnt flesh drifts across the carnage of stone walls and crumbling timbers. Every inch square of earth is soaked with the cruel juices of the slain livestock, and hopes of men and women and children run out screaming, "Wait, spare it." After getting a little too close to the action when besieging, I found myself caught in a nasty gash across my face by the tip of an arrow from a lucky foe. I've had worse, but it's certainly not a pleasant feeling. Wandering back to the main battle camp under the cover of the shield, I end up standing next to a Taganooki makeshift catapult and watch it wildly launches of all of rocks towards the lucky archer ahead of me. Smiling for a second in revenge before wincing in pain from the movement with the cut on my face, I glance back at the siege weapon. In the future, maybe I should reevaluate my positioning or equipment dose. Just lucky shot. I spent some time to think about what to do next. 90% chance I gain some martial lifestyle experience. 5% chance I pick up military engineer trait. 5% to increase martial by 1. I got wounded, but I learned. Nobody here. Don't you do it. Thank you for the ransom payment. We don't have to take Salerno itself. It's already gone through enough. And there's been apparent corruption around here, and it refused to develop further. Well, I'll aim to change that. Oh, you idiot! You gave that guy away. He was one of the vassals, and you just ransom. Hold me in my greed. Take it. Take Salerno now. You and your damn greed. Yeah, it's too late to go back now. Go after the one that has lowered fort level. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We discovered hereditary rule. Oh dear. I was hoping I don't go siege Salerno, but I just did. Took his son in there as well. It's already too late at this point. A haphazard clutter of soldiers, tents, horses, and siege weapons. Pennants snap in the wind in places held by crooked tree limbs. Here and there in tents and makeshift shelters, men huddle over fires, their faces smudged gleaming with rain. A low retainer approaches and forms the siege center. I gather my bodyguards ahead to the edge of the camp. The air shaft of Salerno stands for me. A decayed shell is for myself. In the fields between, trees and flax are flattened, houses and barns are reduced to kindling. Smoke coils from blackened stone buildings, the windows shattered, walls pitted and scorched, shallow craters docked with trampled fields in between. Shocked survivors stumble down through the cobblestone streets, dazed, blood running from their wounds. Spare it. This will be our new capital. Meanwhile, I entered the contest fully concentrated with mind and body dancing to the same tune, producing incredible feats of arms, defeating opponents one after another. They ain't different to their rank and abilities. It was all done in a fluidity that comes only from deep inspiration. In the end, a huge crowd fully cheering me. I was crowned champion of the tournament. Great! And I gained the nickname, The Champion. Besides the princely sum received and the huge amount of prestige you gained, it was a satisfaction you could see that your feat did not pass unnoticed by them. 174 prestige, 55 legitimacy, 111 gold, and I'm the champion. That's deservingly. Right, again, we've taken this part of the Arabic frontier back. May this be a beginning of a new golden age for our culture. It's all mine, but of course, I'll be giving some away. First off, with this title of Salerno now mine, this will be my new primary title. There you go. Also, the Prince Bishopric is still here. I could tell him to get out of there. But not right now. Okay. He stays, at least for a bit. But we'll have him dealt with sooner rather than later. Ah, Magister. Holy Order Control. I can revoke it, but can't do that right now. Actually, give it a moment. Past 1 day. There you go. Okay. Tell him revoke it. I believe there's a decision you can do that. Expel Holy Order. Revoke Holy Orders. Yeah, there it is. That stuff. He will not have a good opinion of you. And the Pope won't like it, but who gives a damn about him? Because the thing about it is, what the Pope is going to do? He's not going to call a crusade against us because we are merely a vassal. We're merely a mark. And our liege, my nephew, is a good Catholic and a Sicilian. So he ain't going to do nothing. Now, you know, we want that control back up as quickly as possible. So, okay, they stay for a while then. But in the meantime, increase the county patrols, which will we can definitely afford it now that we acquired all that money. So looting and among other things. So amount of patrols for everybody, and I haven't even given away that much land yet. So that's for starters. Lackluster administration is the real culprit. So we'll have our marshal be sent there to deal with that. Yeah, and I'll be sure to go to Salerno to inspect there before I move the realm capital there. That would be wise. Oh, and another thing. Well, son, I'm about to give you some land. Here's the deal. You will be holding these parts here. Got it? So you're a vassal now. And knowing that you're a powerful vassal, I ain't gonna give you anything. And my other son, you get to have Gravina. Because that's the least developed part of the whole realm, which I kind of really don't care about. I'm gonna focus on domestic affairs. We can be above the main limit for a little while. Ah, Ebole. Right. Okay. No progress. Recently looted. Sacrificed levies. Control is not being restored there. That's an issue. Do we not have a seneschal? We do, but that's average. Is there anyone better? No. Because to be the seneschal, you've got to have stewardship skill. What's your stewardship? 9. Okay, the prisoners that we have. Anyone of high stewardship? Ludbrand. We're gonna recruit you. You may not like me for this, but we're gonna need your talents. I could do a grand tour now, since I have 3 or more vassals. But in actuality, we're gonna be going to inspect before I move the realm capitals over there. Huge risk. Dangerous risk. Oh, this is not yet arrived then. Guess she'll do. Give me mercenary guards. Prestige isn't much of a priority anymore. Since we're traveling through forest. A little less dangerous. It'll be with an overseer attempt to try to improve the success chance there. Because I ain't going to Salerno until I do some inspection. And then we'll move our realm capital there. And we'll try to get things back up to control. If not, there's going to be hell to pay. Let's go. The Oxus bracelet. Yeah, we seized it. And we took it from Salerno. It's a court artifact. Can't put it on display. Yeah. By the way, you're getting disinherited. Hussein is the real one. Okay, you're traveling me to the inspection. After all, you're the one that wants to, go around. So Hussein is the breadwinner because he's shrewd. Although we don't know if he'll also have quick or become intelligent, which having a combination of these would make him equivalent of a genius. So, yeah, that's the reason why I was waiting for the right moment to disinherit, and this was one of those moments. And once I get everything set up, I would be willing to give away a bit more land. Hell, I might make Hussein a baron of either of these 2 areas. Just to simply to get them off of the main limit. Oh, now that you have additional vassals, okay, taxpayer amount's still good. Keep going. I hope that my marshal can get rid of that corruption. Come on, you can do it. 50-50. You lose. Okay, so here's the thing. It won't go up because of the lackluster administration, because of county corruption. So this place was already rotten by the time we started the war. But the thing is, with the marshal, he can get rid of corruption. The chances of removing county corruption is 4 a month, so there's still hope for it yet. And as for you, Lieutenant, you are the new hanger. Entering the land of Altamura, were welcomed by a troop of entertainers. There are puppet shows, dancing, and song. My son Hussein seems to enjoy the music and is delightfully enthralled by one gesture in particular. The man is an extraordinary performer, juggling several instruments in between playing them. Maybe I should spend some quality time with his son. Because my son is a special one. There to make amends. Chancellor. Okay. What Chancellor? Chancellere in Sicilian. Italian. Click, god dang it. Okay. So, this gives you more prestige. Fellow vassal opinion goes up. Has a bit of monthly diplomacy lifestyle experience if I wanted to switch focus to that, but unlikely. Alright, I'm here. While crossing the river in Salerno, our supplies came loose and fell into the river. We watched helplessly as the water swept these supplies away. While a lot of our supplies are still with us, thankfully, we've still lost quite a bit. My companions have different suggestions on what to do. Some say we should go downstream to see if we can recover some of the supplies, especially if they've lost ashore. Others said we should cut our losses and purchase replacement supplies at the next town. Yet, others say we should bear with the misfortune and continue along. Purchase supplies in the next town, we got all of them. As I lie in bed constrained by my wounds, I have time to reflect on the meaning of life and continues my grasp with all this. My fate rests partly on my constitution, partly on the care of the sea, but mostly on mine. As time passes, my conclusion approaches, but in the end, I'm ready to accept my destiny. Let's hope for the best. If I die, well, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because he gets everything. Because our house unity is still nuns. It's still excellent. So if I die while inspecting here in Salerno, as I said, it's not a big deal, but it could be slightly problematic as Hussein has no traits. And a vassal may rise up against him as he's the one that gets he gets all the titles. Let's hope for the best. Oh, there we are. Amir Sawdan IV of the Sawdan Empire has finally found peace at 56 years of age. He died from his wounds. An old man, he lived a long, fulfilling life. And how? Sahib Daga Hussein stands on the throne merely 8 years old. He will need to rely on this regent, Ali bin Sawdan, during his first years of rule. Let's not forget that Sawdan IV, who lived 56 years! I think it may have been our longest ruler in our dynasty's history, perhaps. It was a 6% chance, but it's like, yeah, he fought, he bled, but damn it, he did accomplish his goal of taking Salerno back, and he died for it. And died while inspecting. So, he died from his wounds. It didn't help that he was also gouty. He never went to the Hajj pilgrimage though, as he had promised when things settled down, but now he will never have that chance. Fought in 6 wars. 3 defensive wars. 3 defensive wars. Including this one defensive war that was against Naples. After his father, Sawdan III, I believe that was his name, who defended Malta from the Normans. Still having those flashbacks. But he was quite a tourney-goer. He was a great horseman. But now, Sahib Hussein, 8 years old. No traits that we know of. But he's got a learning education. One can only hope that this will lead to an age of enlightenment for the Siculo-Arabic culture. So we shall continue. And obviously, all packed up proper. Finally come to the point where we can start a journey from Salerno to our next destination, Taberna. As we depart from our holding and our mounts start treading new ground, I'm certain we'll return soon and in one piece. I can't wait. It's only a month's travel. I have the weapons inherited, lust for adventure. Yeah. Shrewd-minded. Hope nothing bad will happen to me, because, you know, travel is pretty dangerous, and there's no caravan master to speak of. Travel safe does increase the corners of the game most, because, you know, you just inherit it. So we're traveling with the travel log, and we're bringing extra cattle with us to get back home as soon as possible. Where's our great marshal? Right. This is going to be problematic. Especially that you have high crown authority. And you've got a blind man who's ambitious. My blind half-brother. You'll do because, you know, you're still excellent. Goddess. And we need Giuseppe, despite the fact what he thinks, you know, he's a Catholic, but the thing about it is well, domestic affairs try to increase vassal opinion. Oh yeah, you're of that faith. Well, I need someone I can trust. My mother. Help me. And I fear that we also may have to give away some plans. Just let me get home first, before anything else. There are whispers about tales of deeds of my father, exalted among men. Near Sawdan, everywhere I go, near or far, it seems there's nobody who's not heard of his name. I wonder, will I always stay in the shadow of my father, or will I be able to achieve as much fame in my life as him? How high will I climb? One day I will be like you, Sawdan. Just want to get home, and I want to hold a funeral before we move the realm capital. It would be proper, just out of respect. Before these penalties get really ugly. Okay. No guardian. But since I'm into learning, someone's got to be good at the old learning education. Ah, yes, of course. Him. And you could... woohoo! That large amount of gold. I mean, I would like to have a better education. But god dang. And your income's not that great. Look, we'll switch guardians sooner or later. So, why not your mother? And don't make me Egyptian. We should save our money. Switch guardian, send to university. But money's gonna be a little hard to come by. My legitimacy levels. So expected legitimacy, they say illegitimate, but we're way past that. Vassals should look at me highly. I can meet peers because I have vassals. So How about here in Oria? I mean, there's other places too, you know, but Oria will do on the hills. This will be the shrine of my father, the champion. No need for travel options, it's a short way up there. Hold on. Where is my half-brother? Because I know these are landed. There's one disinherited. Look for another one that has the disinherited trait. This is on the ranks. Are you traveling right now? By the way. I mean, you're a bit of a traveler yourself, but you're not coming to the funeral, are you? Oh, okay. Fine then. Unless you want to bring it to you, if that's more convenient. Gotta stop with these stupid jokes. Yeah, that's too many for neighboring rulers. So if I want to befriend someone, Bashir or Malta would be sensible. But a holding a native's funeral would be good for all. So, come on. We'll hold this funeral and then we'll move the realm. I'm just waiting for the marshal to get rid of the lackluster administration corruption. Well, there's already a faction targeting me. They want to install her to the Apulian throne, kicking me out of the realm and go to... That's fine. But what I would not be fine with is the fact that she's married to... Well, that's technically in our dynasty, so it's fair. But it's of different culture. Up here, this here hill. 100. Alright. Someone. Aurea is to be Sawdan's final resting place. I'm left alone to gather my thoughts and prepare to arrive at the honor and mourners. I can't find Amir Bashir anywhere. I eagerly wait for my plan to befriend him so I finally start. I'll never forget him. There's some guests near and far, but they'll be coming. So you do enter into an entrenched regency. And she is traveling to Toronto. She's coming for the funeral. And whenever we want to, we could pass absolute crown authority. The vassals will not like it, but it's useful where you can designate your heir. At least you don't have to resort to adventuring. We're not interested in that anymore. So we have to wait for my half-sister to come to Toronto for the funeral of Sawdan the champion. And please remember, at some point, we need to get this from the next dynasty legacy that relates to irradiation, which is treasure knowledge, more development growth, and the learning lifestyle experience. So I'll be getting into that if I live. You have passed what? Passed what? Friendly succession. Again, it's under clan rules, so... Bashir is here. Order. Again, it's an interesting location to choose to bury here in this temple. Predecessors, long before we came back, built this. Again, I will soon give those lands away. Alright, she is here. There's only one more guest remaining. Who's missing? My grandfather. The old man of Fayoum. He's just reached land. Yeah, Fayoum. Yep, my Egyptian grandpa. He is here. Okay, give it a moment. Friend, today I will tell you about Allah, heaven, Jahannam, and even Satan himself. Yeah, it screams. Me and the other children are spellbound by the honest. Who knew that the Quran could be this fascinating? As the sermon ends, I have to tell you my thoughts. Shias will hate me for this, and so as a couple of Catholics. But I'll say, what about the divine right of kings? Be ambitious. Gloryhound vassals will like me, but my liege, my cousin will not like me for that. Because knowing that I'll be ambitious, because I aim to make our realm, you know, make it better and everything. I don't plan on being sadistic, so ambitious would be the right way of doing things. I want to be great, like my father. That's my aim in life. Mourners moved through the hall, weeping in a kind of angry dance, all for Emir Sawdan's. The unsettling silence of people holding back so desperately was true. Silent screams never part their lips. Hard-fought battles against tears being lost. Show us shame their own grief. I rise to my feet, allow myself get lost in the dance of my fellow members. I must remain strong. Salva line marches on. The line of the last mode of the mere Sawdanid. A last whisper, a last long goodbye, a last nothing at the last place anyone will see again. Truly a privilege it is to be here. The line brings me closer to the rest of the figure in front of me parts. There's nothing but a veil between me and him. Speak of his virtues. Every guest of him will be impressed. Try to have some opinion towards me. That would be for best. Now the time has come to commit Emir Sawdanid's final rites before his journey into the hereafter. Sawdanid's shroud body is held suspended above an open grave, surrounded by close friends and family. Stood at a head is me. A privilege, place of mourning afforded only to the magnanimous host. To see him surrounded by so many mourners and given a proper Ashari burial gives me hope that perhaps I too will be remembered as fondly as Shahab al-Taga. At last, his body is lowered into the earth and the funeral is officially completed with a prayer. Beautiful. I wasn't able to befriend. I guess it's largely because I'm a child, so I better stop doing that the next time I remember. I'm reminded. These artifacts that are going to be gone soon. You might as well get rid of them if you're never going to use them. You know, get some money out of it. Knowing that you want to go to the university as you grow up, you might as well do that. Oh, this never deteriorates. That's good. If you were to destroy, that's 40 gold. Not my bear claws. $35. Get rid of this. Plus, money's about to be spent elsewhere. I just remembered something else. There's this other activity, which is something that was sorely lacking. Meet peers. I'm 9 years old. You could do that at every 3 years, so there's a chance you can only do this about 2 times. So let's do one here. Here in Toronto. Your vassals and your vassals' children. They'll be here. But we can't guarantee if anyone's gonna come. So we'll wait. Other cultures unwelcomed. It can be problematic. Oh, there it goes. Now we're taking that big penalty. Yeah, we're gonna have to give that away. The ramen, you can have Apulia and actually no, stop, because that culture still needs to be converted. I'll be willing to give you Conversano and Bari. Not leaving Otranto yet. And perhaps we're gonna have to give it to some loyal nobles of our culture and faith. He'll do. Leave these two. So it's not going to get any better, unfortunately. But at least it stays off a penalty just for a little bit. Until I go to Salerno. But I'll give away Trendy too, if need be. There's a place to be his dynasty head. Remember, there's these other options, including this. Savvy politician. Ollie. The blind one isn't gonna go away anytime soon. We fear they may have a revolt in our hands. I feel like I may get evicted out of this. So I guess no peers are coming. They all said no. Very well then. Everyone is here. As the small lords and ladies rush into the room, I feel myself going, get here, get here. Until to spend some time with the other children. By other children, I mean nobody here. I cannot believe it, despite my invitation for a reason, not a single person showed up my peer me. Well, I don't care. I'll enjoy all these sweets on my own. And these toys, and no one to show up. Why would no one show? That's the problem of playing as a child ruler. Move to the new Rome capital. This has got something's got to give here. The mosque can be given away. Give us some of our culture. Every little bit helps, you know. On my way. No, I got it lowered. Because the penalty isn't great as it used to be with the amount of, you know, levy contributions. So we should be alright. Council just died. Come on, get rid of the corruption here. It's great that we're in Salerno, but this is we're facing some pretty big issues here. Doesn't help with the expelled minorities. Now that you're here, be careful though. Another counselor gone. Oh no, that was the good one. Instead we got an incompetent. Stop. Yeah, you can't do that. But think, man. A raid. There's already no control here. This is a lawless frontier here. Why don't you borrow some gold from the Holy Order if you care about that damned university of yours? Okay, thank you. Gonna need a little more though. But it's enough to keep me going. And mind you, this is a loan that you'll have to repay. That's different, you see. Sure. There's a way to try to stop this bleed. Sounds good, but that reduces my tax and levies. Helps the development growth, though. I mean, at least I want them to like me a bit more. You know, it does make a very small difference, but it is a big difference, so... We're changing from basic taxes to Mukata status, which... The Mukata is a tax system where distant lands are given greater autonomy and taxed less to promote stability and long-term development, which is something that we want. Cannot change again until 5 years. Good. Almost there. We start getting control again. I wish my father hadn't died. I'm the dynasty head again. Got no choice but to wait to grow up. Which will be a while. At least you're selfless. Extra gold. But again, there are other areas whose control is being restored slowly but surely. The areas that were affected by the war. Again, my aim is just try to get the vassals in line. You're a Gloryhound vassal, aren't you? He is, so he likes me when I'm ambitious. Good to know. Negotiate alliance. Well, at least you will not join any factions against me. So we have each other. I know you probably won't, brother. What if I were to restore your inheritance? How would you feel about that? To get you back on our side. And then extol virtuousness. Oh yeah. Yeah. That would be a good. And addition, give him a council. Yeah. Despite the fact that he's disinherited. And yeah, that'd be a good move. Go ahead. And give him a position on the council. You're just similarly skilled. Plus you're unlanded. So every little bit helps. And I will restore your inheritance. That's on the dynasty head. Because in case something happens to me and you're the elder brother, well, you should be the one to roll. So there you have it on our side now. We're brothers, half brothers. Need to stick together for times like these. Yeah. So, good move. Oh, finally, thank God. Lackluster administration's been gotten rid of. So now we'll slowly get things back under control, which will take about 22 years! That's a bit of an exaggeration. As look upon a young sir walking by, sweaty liver, one blush from the cheeks. Trans, what is feeling this longing? I know this is only a counter, but oh my heart. This only wants to be friends. Okay, fine. So, when is my birthday? August 11th. How about we'll end the episode at August 11th? Okay. These two men here. Just try to turn gold, but nope. Again, I would love to spend my money on a new keep, but it's gonna take a long time until recently looted goes away. Yeah. Which will definitely help with the holding taxes. It's gonna take 3 years. And this sacrifice. Again, there's progress, but there's a claim that it says it may take about 22 years to get control fully restored. I wish there was a better way, but I don't think we could do that now, can we? Also, we can expel more of those cultural minorities if you need be. Which, of course, it's the easiest thing you could do to get rid of all the Catholics of those areas. And then, yeah, you will get your money to get to that university. Although it will affect all the areas where the minorities are, right? But of course that would mean that your economy will be shot again, but perhaps it would be for the best. Does it affect someone? No, it affects the areas where the minorities are. But it's only in Salerno, my sick. You're gonna cause peasant revolts. There's hardly any Orthodox here, so yeah, as far as majority, so I think that may work out. Does not affect Salerno, but will give them control growth. Damn! Or just get rid of these, strange people. And it does affect here. For 10 years. You'll lose your holding tax, you won't make as much, but you'll get control back in a bit of a hurry. Okay, get rid of the blah blah. So you got your money, but control will go up a bit faster. So now it'll take 19 years, so small improvement. And as for that popular opinion, where's the court brewmaster? Do we have one? Aha. Keep the option of empty the cellars for the popular opinion to prevent peasant revolts. That is one. Shouldn't be here. We'll be fine. Every little bit helps. Even though we've expelled a religious minority, which we had to play it safe. I don't want to convert because this guy's no good. Because doing so would take about 4 years. And 4 years is too long. Especially for someone like me. Hey, you just passed August 11th. You're supposed to end the episode on that. So that's just an option that's not controlled yet. So, okay. Next episode on this reign of Hussein ibn Sawdan will continue. So that's another child ruler. But at least we figured out ways how to keep things stable. Now our main focus is to try to get things back under control. Which there's not a lot of options you can do that, but at least we are able to get rid of the lackluster administration. Now it's the issue of the Borderlands phase is what's slowing us down. But there are other factors at play here. It may take a long time, but it could go either way, either colonization or worse, periphery. Because periphery, if getting that, it actually caused more of a issue of control compared to this. Its control decline ended up in periphery. Yeah, that's actually worse. So you probably want to do things that's for colonization when you grow up and all that. So we hope you people have enjoyed this episode. Now that I have money, so I'm gonna switch Guardians in the next episode. I'm not particularly well liked, but I am pretty shrewd. So I made some pretty shrewd decision making here as of late, and we hope to make a couple of more. As again, I'm more into learning. I want to be better at that and all. So we'll see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.